sir.
I'm going live also on my personal page, just to let you guys know.
Good morning.
That we woke up this morning with no roof over our heads. Our roof was removed by the landlord. Nani, tuliamuka tukapata.
We were sleeping under a very starry night.
No Facebook page.
Mazi.
We had no comms, but we think that it might be professional espionage.
Yes.
But if it's not, if we're suspecting you, pole kwako nani.
Pole kwako. Aki nani, lakini sana shame on you kama tunakususpect because you've given us reason.
Guys, we're going live on our new Galactic Productions page.
Yes.
Because we've somehow found ourselves locked out of our other
Imagine,
page.
how now?
And we're hoping to sort this out with Facebook. We hope it's a quick fix for today.
Yeah.
And we will be able to get all our other content. But if not, then that's good. It's okay. The show must go on.
The show must go on.
Thank you to everyone who's been following us. If you find that we're not on the other page, we're going to be sharing again on here the new handles.
We'll just start from one.
We'll just start from scratch. Yeah?
And already you might have found that we've invited some of you, so
exactly,
it's okay. You'll still be with us. Us guys are still here for you.
So thanks so much, and thank you for all those who are going to join us today. Even though it's a new home, so might not be so many of you, but when we share it later, please do share. Please do keep supporting us. Again, we did say that there might be some teething problems.
Yeah.
And this is just part of setting up.
This is part of it.
So, karibuni sana to our show. I am going to go off my live, but for those who find me not here or us not on the other page, kindly follow the link that I will share today with you guys.
Which is
thanks again for joining us. Karibuni sana.
Yani
tumongolewa roof.
Yani. Beste.
Tukaeka juala na tutalala tu.
Tutalala tu sasa tutafanya. Na kwanza leo tumeamka tukaamkia manyunyu. It's all right.
Naona manyunyu.
I swear.
Mr. Producer, hiyo manyunyu. Wekele at the next break. Manyunyu yanakusanyika.
I tell you.
Anyway, thanks for joining us. Thanks for all those who keep joining us every week, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And karibuni sana kwenye that show with that crew Afrofab Night Atieno here. Karibuni sana
at Galactic Productions
and
Kenya.
Our producer
Roy Matenga,
Mr. Roy, MC Roy, DJ Roy, Yule Mse. Karibuni sana.
Titles, man. See you on that show.
Anyway, guys, do your story.
Yes.
Sure,
yes.
Tuliamka tukapata hakuna roof.
Yes.
And for those who don't understand by that, we woke up this morning. We found that
we didn't got no roof.
We didn't have a page anymore.
Don't come and plucked our page. We were closed out of the kitchen. Yani tulifugiwa ije jikoni. But it's all right. Like I like to say, the one Swahili msemi that I remember.
Yes.
Kuvunjika kwa mwiko sio mwisho wa kupika. It just broke. You just get into the drawer and pick another one and continue.
This is so true.
Yeah, because eventually, at the end of the day, what matters is what was your target, what were you aiming at?
Exactly.
So, it's okay. Sometimes we fall. How you respond and how you react to that, you get up, you dust yourself, and you continue with your journey.
And so you carry on swiftly.
Head high.
No one died.
No. Did you die?
Did
you die? Anyway,
thank you for joining us.
Thank
for those
you for
who
joining
have joined us this morning. And I think we should do as we always do, which is to dive straight into it. What we were going to talk about. As we all know, today is Relationship Monday. Which means that we're talking about relationships. But today, we're not going to talk about spouses, maybe a little bit later. Lakini sana today we're talking about our relationships with our children. For those of us who already have children, for those of us who are looking to have children.
You know?
Yeah. And we hope that we can get something out of this, just as people.
That's true.
Yeah? And we hope that you guys will obviously get something out of this from us today.
Yeah.
And we keep not just entertaining you, but we keep learning together.
Infotainment.
Is your goal? Tell us.
Infotainment. Sorry, I was still tagging people and inviting people because kidogo shortly. I think it took a minute for me to sober up from what just happened. I was like, "Hey, what's this breeze?" But it's all right. We get to live and see another day. So, parenting.
It's a hard thing, man. It's not an easy. What's it called?
It's not an easy feat. It's not an easy gig. It is not easy. It is not easy. The reason why it's not easy, this thing doesn't come with the manual.
Okay.
Nani.
And they are all different.
And this parenting starts all the way from your pregnancy, Nani. Because you can imagine, hey, you wake me when I found out I was pregnant, my friend, I suffered. I threw up. I used to throw up everything. I drink water, it goes out.
Why
you smell bad.
About these things in the
no.
morning?
There's always a genesis. There's always a genesis. And you can imagine at that time, no one tells you, this is what you're going to feel.
Yeah.
This is how it's going to be. Because
actually, nothing prepares you.
Nothing prepares you.
How many times people say that this is what it is.
Because it comes to you at a different way.
Exactly.
Like, my pregnancy is not going to be your pregnancy. My child is not going to be the same as yours. So,
and you can have 2 children.
And they're not
so different.
Like, uko na uko.
I know.
Like,
and you're the same person.
You're the same person. You're like, did I give birth to you? And you too. Like, you people, how? But how? But it's okay. You learn as you go.
Exactly.
So you can imagine, like I have 2 children.
Yeah.
And those pregnancies, my friend, they came from this side and that side.
Yeah.
It was almost impossible.
Yeah.
Because then again, you think the first one, of course, was tricky, and then the second one was like, I got this. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I didn't got it.
Yeah. You don't got it.
I don't got it.
As Kenyans say,
I knew that I didn't know, my friend. Because you can imagine this came with the different moods and nini, like it was crazy. But open mind, I was like, you know what? Let me just try and go with this.
You haven't really got a choice, have you?
Exactly.
Because once you're pregnant and you decide to have that child, then obviously it's a matter of
game changer.
How do I do this now?
Exactly.
You know?
It's a complete game, like it's a different.
But anyway,
thing.
Once we are parents, you were going to talk about something. Yes. You had some really poignant points today to administer.
Yeah, today it was coming from that place, place of love.
Yes.
Should I start with the curly ones, or I start with the nice ones? No, let me start on the nice. I chaka.
Just start.
Yeah. So parenting is not easy, like we said earlier. We always want to raise our kids in ways that we want raised. Sana. Mm-hmm. You'd be like, oh, I want the best for my kids. Oh, I want my kids to have the best this, best that, best this. Sometimes you try and harden them. So, like we said, there's no manual. There's no proper way of doing it.
Yeah.
So you can imagine maybe if you grew up in a lot of hardship, you'd be like, no, I don't want this for my kids. You see, and it's only normal because you'd be like, well, my life was hard. I didn't have a bed. Yes. I used to sleep on the floor. I used to have 1 meal a day. Mm-hmm. You want to make sure that at least you have 3 meals for that child and whatever snacks they want at whatever time.
Yes.
But as much as we want all this for our kids, there's a limit.
Yeah.
There is a limit because sometimes as parents we overdo it. Sometimes knowingly, sometimes, most times not knowing. Because you'd be like, fine, they're supposed to eat. They're not supposed to overeat.
Yes. You
overdo, like it's too much. Mm. Then kidogo shortly you have problems that you can control, really. Yeah. But since you're like, no, you're busy babying this one and you're busy smothering and just being a nuisance now. Yeah. So you end up maybe with an obese child. Because mpatie, anataka sausages, give. Anataka machungwa, give. Anataka mayai, give. Muongeze. So in the long run, you're creating a problem. Yeah. You're not really helping that child. You'd be like, no, this is how much you're supposed to eat. Don't overdo, because when you overdo anything, it becomes toxic for you. Now it's not even helping.
everything in moderation, and anything that is beyond is obviously okay. Anything that is beyond is obviously, you get to a point where if it's too much, then it's like where do you draw the line?
Where do you draw the line?
Yeah,
because you eat and you're too full, then you start buffing all over the place, or you have a tummy ache, then you have to start dealing with things that we didn't need to deal with, because you'd have just drawn the line and be like, yo, stop.
Yeah.
Stop eating. Stop. Just leave it.
Yeah.
So and that's the other thing. We are afraid of telling our children no.
Yeah.
Why? Why are people so scared? Why are people? Please let us know in the comment section. Why, if you're those kind of parents, or whichever way you look at it, why do you think it's so hard to tell our children no? As much as we know, eventually it's going to help.
Yeah.
Because you're saving that child's life. Because, mommy, can I have this? Yes. Mommy, can I go there? Yes. Mommy, no. Nani, sit down, shut up, relax.
So basically, on this note, I was reading something by John Rosemond. He's a psychologist.
Yes.
Yeah. PragerU.com. So basically, it's PRAGER capital U.com. Yeah. And he says the biggest problem that we have now as parents is we create a deficiency of vitamin N.
No.
Basically, we're not saying no enough. Yeah.
Why are we not saying no?
Exactly.
No.
You know.
Why? What do you think happens when you say no? Fine, you're going to be the bad cop. It's okay. Sometimes if you're in a, what do you call it? I'm here about to air quote functioning family with a mom and a dad, or whichever way.
Yeah.
With two parents. And of course, there's always, like, for me, I think in our home, my mom was the bad cop.
Yeah.
Because she's the one who'd beat us and scold us and do whatever. And my dad was a bit lenient. He'd listen to you, he'd discipline you, but just not physically.
Yeah.
So, of course, in every home, you'd find that there's a good cop, there's a bad cop.
Yeah.
If you're a single parent, kudos to you. You have two roles to play.
And to be fair, right now in the world, about maybe 50 to 60% on average of children are growing up in single parent families. And a lot of this is obviously people are not maybe getting along, and people are choosing to not stay in toxic relationships or in toxic places.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But some of it is because maybe the children have either both parents have died, one parent has died, children being raised by grandparents because the parents have left them, with their grandparents, you know what I mean? Yeah. But we're going back to this deficiency of vitamin N, which is saying no, basically. Giving our children everything to make them happy. We're so busy working, but which is not a problem. But what are we working for? Why do they need the latest console? Yeah. Why do they need everything when they say they want it? You know, what are we actually creating here? We're creating a situation where our children get what they want when they want.
When they want.
You know,
it's like what do you call that? An ATM.
Exactly. But the problem is with us, because they don't have a point where the money runs out and they don't know where the money comes from. We're creating children who are addicted to getting what they want when they want it. And God forbid someone says something to your child because they've done something wrong. You come out
up in arms.
You know, you're like, instead of thinking about your child's behavior, you start thinking about why that person.
Why did you talk to my child like that? Why did you?
It's like they're judging your parenting.
Yeah.
And to be fair, if your child is a brat, then yes, I am judging your parenting.
Yeah, because there's a lot
you didn't do. If your child doesn't know how to behave, then yes, I am judging your parenting. Yeah. You know?
There's a problem.
I'm not going to say I'm sorry, but no.
It's the truth. And sometimes it's important to call out people, because I've been called out a couple of times. And of course, at first it hits you like, did you just go there?
Yeah.
And then you sit back and listen and you're like, they actually had a point.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
It hurts, yes, it hits hard, yes, but when you actually sit down as a sane human being, you sit down and listen to the message, you will sort it out. Yeah. You will sort it out immediately.
Because you stop sort of thinking to yourself, you stop thinking to yourself why they're saying what.
Why are you talking about my child like that? Why are you being like that? Are you trying to say I'm a bad parent? Yes.
Exactly.
I'm just saying you made a mistake. I didn't say you're a bad parent.
Yeah.
There's a difference. There's a difference. Draw the line. So, good morning.
Good morning. Hey, Mr. Producer. We're taking a break here. Without a roof.
I tell
it's a bit difficult.
It's
right, guys. When we come back, we're going to keep talking about the deficiency of vitamin N, and how it's affecting our society as a whole. Yeah. You know, at large. You know.
The results.
On that note, let's have a commercial break. And when we come back, we'll keep talking about parenting and vitamin N, or the deficiency of said vitamin.
Lego.
Karibuni. To those of you who have been very observant and noticed that we are in a new home.
Yes.
Tuko kwa nyumba impya. It is because, you know, when your landlord breaks and removes your door, you can still put a curtain.
And life goes on.
When your landlord comes and takes off your roof, you either have to move or very quickly build a new roof.
Quick, fast, minus law.
We literally came in. We have zero access to our other page.
We were locked out.
We don't know whether it's professional espionage or we don't know whether it's just Facebook messing up.
Yes.
So we didn't have time at that point to literally send Facebook emails and all of that. So what we decided to do was create a new page, and if it is not professional espionage, but a fault on Facebook's part, then we can merge the pages at a later date, maybe even later on today, and we can come back as we were. Yeah. But for the time being,
like this.
we are here today. We are here on this page, and thank you so much for those who have joined us. And today we're talking about vitamin N deficiency.
Yes.
Which is
the parenting vibe.
Exactly. We are on the parenting vibe. These are my relationships out in
How are you parenting?
Exactly.
And how are you parenting?
Exactly.
And how are you finding it?
Exactly.
What are you learning? What are you teaching?
Exactly.
Now that's the other thing.
You know?
Because we never stop learning with parenting, because every day comes with its own different kind of vibe. Every child comes with their own different vibe. So it's a little bit how you say tricky.
Yeah. So anyway, I think the biggest point we were talking about today was vitamin N deficiency.
Yeah.
And this has been highlighted by John Rosemont of PragerU.com.
Yes.
This is our source of this today. Basically, what he said and what we were talking about in the last segment was giving our children everything to make them happy. Like literally, a kid doesn't even need to cry anymore. It's like we're so busy tending to their every need.
Yes.
To the point where our
Breaking your
children
back.
don't realize that they have to work for something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What are we creating by this?
Are we teaching them the values of the things they want, what they have?
Exactly. And the thing is, the more we give them,
the more they want.
The faster we cater to their every whim, the more they want. Yeah? It is called the point of diminishing returns. Comes quicker every time. So basically, the first time they had to wait until their birthday to get a big present.
Yes.
And then their birthday comes closer to Christmas, and then hapa katikati kuna Thanksgiving, and then there's another holiday, and then it's just, I want because my friend has. You know? That's a thing that you hear a lot, parents saying, oh, my child wants to take their phone to their room.
Yeah.
Because the rest of their friends do the same. You know what I mean? So, at what point do we say no? No. Yeah. Our children need to hear no more. Say no.
Be the enemy now, and then you'll be the hero later.
Why are we scared of tantrums?
My friend, I chomad tantrums. My parents chomad tantrums. We are not going to die because
you think you're going to be the first one to throw a tantrum?
My friend, Kombe, you're not the creator
of
tantrums.
And
Tantrums have been
I'm not going to bankrupt myself So you can keep up with the Joneses. I mean, it's bad enough us trying to keep up with the Joneses.
Yeah.
My neighbor bought a bigger car. So but where is that coming from?
I'm feeling challenged. Why?
Isn't that what we're teaching our children?
No, that's the problem.
You know what I mean?
That's the problem.
It's like...
Because we don't want to be the evil person. We don't.
But
you're so mean.
It's like little Johnny next door got the latest. Now we know that, I know that the PS5 is coming out. And my son has been,
and it's bloody expensive. I saw the price tag on that.
I know. I was like, you guys, are you going to come into my organization and get a part-time job to earn that? Or are you just expecting us to upgrade your PS4? Because the other one has better features. Nani?
Please, until it can't switch on.
Either use it until it's old or find a way of making money and buy yourself a new PS5.
Please, sell this one, find money to top up, buy the next one.
Is it still working? Yes. Use it.
Please. Because I don't get it. I do not understand. I want this, like the neighbor's child. Sweetie, you don't live at the neighbor's house. You live here with us.
Yes.
Our house, our rules.
Yes.
I say no. Fine. You will wake up tomorrow, but make you breakfast, you'll eat and off to school.
Exactly.
Nani, life goes on.
Exactly.
Because for me, I'm not afraid to be the bad, the villain now. Because once you say no, now you're a villain. Because I know later in future I'll be a hero. Because they'll be like, of course I grew up with that. Because my mom used to say no a lot, man. And now I appreciate it because it actually makes sense now.
But we cannot just be saying yes all the time.
All the time.
Because we heard no.
Yeah.
We heard no, and that's why we are who we are.
Yeah,
that's why we are more patient.
Yes.
This same study said that the children in the 50s had a lot less, the 50s and 60s, than the children today. But our children suffer from a lot more psychological illnesses. You know, our children are more depressed, younger. Why
how is a 9-year-old,
7, 8-year-old depressed?
Why? How?
Because they can't have what they want.
At 9, where were you? Do you remember?
Not need. Want.
Yeah.
And we are creating a kind of a situation where our children learn to whine to get what they want.
What they want. Not what they need, what they want.
You know.
And by want, that means they can do without it.
Exactly.
It's not going to cut anything out of their everyday life. It's not going to interrupt school life. It's not going to interrupt any part of their life.
Exactly.
So
we're in a shop. We're doing shopping. You throw a tantrum because I want that ball, and I'm going to scream and shout and my friend, even if you're not the beating type, make a stand.
Oh my God.
Pick that child up, put them back in the car, take them home, and try again later. Are we going to behave ourselves this time? Are we just saying yes all the time because we can't be bothered to say no? Are we lazy parenting?
Looking for the easiest way out.
Exactly.
Just take. Give him so that he shuts up.
Yes. You know,
yeah.
You've only just eaten.
Yeah.
10 minutes ago.
Yeah.
10 minutes later, you come to me and say, I'm hungry. Okay, you're hungry.
Yeah.
Here's a piece of fruit.
Yeah.
Yeah? But no, I don't want fruit.
I want
a sausage.
Biscuits. Okay.
Or I want biscuits.
Okay.
Or I want crisps.
Okay.
Which means you're not hungry.
You have munches. You just have munches and you're like,
exactly. You know, I'm thirsty.
Yeah.
Have some water.
Have water.
No,
I
don't want
juice.
eggs. I want juice.
Sweetie, there's tea in the flask. You will drink it. It is hot. I know it is whatever degree, but I'm like, shit, drink this tea. Because now, since we are being picky, I will pick what I want to give you. You don't want to drink water? Fine. Have some tea.
Yes.
What's this? Because sometimes, and it's not bad sometimes to unleash the little madness.
Yes.
Sometimes you just become that crazy person for a second.
Yes.
Because you'd be like, oh, so you're throwing tantrums.
Yes.
Okay, let me retaliate. Let me respond. You'd be like, oh, you don't
Parents,
have water. You don't
dig out.
Yes.
The 5-year-old in you.
Oh, yes.
When your child who is 10 wants to behave like a 5-year-old,
let's all be 5.
That you're the expert.
Let's all be 5.
You were there before them. Dig it out. Like reach in deep. Reach in. Find that 5-year-old. Throw a tantrum.
shocked for like 1 second, and they're like, what just happened to my parent?
Anyway, on that note,
Mommy, Daddy,
let us invite people.
Yes.
Let us say karibuni. Let us say thank you. Nimeona hapo DJ Rico ni kama alikuwa ameingia hapo. Nimeona hapo Liz Njoroge. Liz Njoroge amesema, Aki, I have laughed. Just remembered our conversation. Liz, I remember our conversation too. Kwanza mami nakuja kwako. Liz Njoroge is an amazing seamstress, amazing businesswoman. Yeah? She makes nice clothes. If any of you saw the photo shoot that we had here at Galactic Productions the other day, Liz was part of the maker of the clothes.
Yes, the clothes that were donned.
Yes, and we're going to have more photo shoots, and we're going to bring you more of what Liz Njoroge does and her fashion house. Guys, let us be our sisters' keepers. Let us be those people who uplift each other, and especially as parents. When somebody comes to you and tells you, I have seen little Johnny doing X, Y, Z. Don't come up in arms.
Don't get offended. Listen to the message. Yes, listen to the message. It doesn't matter
whether this person is coming from a point of gloating because you told her yesterday, my son is an angel, but now your son or your daughter has, or your child has proved themselves not to be that angel you thought they were. Because let me tell you something. Our children behave very differently when they're with us or when we're around.
Let them step out of the perimeter.
With other people. You know, so when someone comes to you and tells you your child was a little devil, listen. Don't
come
catch
up
feelings. In arms. Don't start beating them with your mouth. Don't start telling them how dare you come say about my child. Oh, blah blah blah. No.
Because the thing is,
listen.
Yes, listen, please.
Listen.
Because this is another parent who is concerned about your child, and they saw your child in a compromising position, and they were like, because chances are, if that was their child, they'd be like, ooh, child, today it's gonna be late on your bum, on your hand. Like today, there's no phone, there's no cartoons. Like fine, it doesn't always have to be physical. Yeah, it'd be like, oh, since you like this Ben 10 thing, for me, no cartoons today.
Physical. Like we were beaten, but as soon as the beating was over, and you got over it, you went back and did that thing that made you happy.
Same thing.
Same thing. You caught me licking sugar. Instead of telling
next time, I'll make sure you don't
that
catch
licking too much, licking too much sugar will spoil your teeth. Exactly. Instead of teaching me the ills of eating too much sugar out of the sugar pot, you beat me. What have you taught me?
You're wasting,
I'm not saying
wasting sugar.
Never used corporal punishment, but there's a time and a place.
Yes, there's a time and a place. Yes.
Subscribe.
Yes.
To that kind of punishment.
It's not always the solution.
Exactly.
So sometimes,
if that's what works for you, it works.
Yeah.
But I don't think that beating a child every single time solves anything, because all you teach them is all conflict must be violently ended.
It's gotta get physical at some point.
Like hold my ish. Earrings.
Like, Felicia,
anyway,
let's go.
Back to our point. Are we creating a generation that is expecting something from nothing?
Wanty,
getty. Or are we creating a situation where our children are actually patient to wait and patient enough to achieve by doing?
Yes, by doing.
I will buy you this if you do this.
Yes.
Earn it.
Yes. Don't feel entitled here. Who are you feeling entitled for?
Exactly.
Like
earn it. Yeah. Also, are we creating a situation where our children are going to grow up expecting all these things? And we're living in a culture now where you get a job, and the higher you go, the more salary you have, the more loans they are willing to give you.
Yes.
So you have a loan for a wonderful car, you have a loan for a big mortgage,
insurance,
you have a loan for this, you have
medical.
a loan for that. You're living this big, massive life, and your children are seeing this life that is unachievable.
Yes.
If it's unachievable for us now without all these loans, how much less achievable is it going to be for our children who don't even know they have to work for shit?
True. Because you can imagine there's kids living out here who know this is our house. They don't know there's a mortgage being paid there.
Yeah.
They don't know you took a loan so that you can pay your rent because blah, 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 your finances are a bit jumbled up somewhere.
Yeah.
We have to teach them.
Yes.
Sometimes life happens.
Yeah.
Sometimes you have to move from a bigger house to a smaller house.
Exactly.
Explain to them, we are moving from this house to this house because right now we don't have enough money to afford the other house.
Yeah.
It is okay. We
Yes.
can't always afford everything every time.
100%.
And the moment you let this child know that right now we do not have enough, we have to cut down on expenses because of A, B, C, D.
Yes.
Like now there's Corona.
Yes.
Guys are moving. Guys are moving left, right, and center. It is okay.
Yeah.
Mama, Baba, we have to move from this house to go to a smaller house because the expenses are a bit too much. We don't need all that space. It's just me, you, and the other one.
Yes.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Like, make them understand. It's okay. Sometimes I could give you 10 if I have 10.
Yeah.
Sometimes I will give you 3 because you only need 3, and I mean maybe I just have that 3.
Yeah.
So make them understand now at an early age so that later on when they're living their life or maybe they go off to boarding school or something, they can plan themselves better when you're not there.
Yes.
Because I mean, you go to boarding school, you're used to being, Mom, I want, take.
Yes.
Mom, I want, patia mtoto, give. They go to boarding school, they can't even wash their own clothes.
Yes.
They can't even manage their own pocket money. They cannot even manage their own meals.
By the way, just FYI, I don't believe in boarding schools.
Okay, campus, maybe. But you
never put my child in a boarding school.
Prison.
They are little institutions where children are imprisoned.
And taught otherwise.
That is my humble opinion.
And taught
not
otherwise.
those views of Galactic Productions or anyone else
Just
that is here
Night
today.
Atieno.
Just Night Atieno.
Yes, please.
Just Night Atieno.
Yes, please.
Anyway, guys,
Yeah.
let us as parents think about what we want with our next generation.
That's true. How do you want your grandchildren to be like?
Exactly. Let us think about where we want this world to go, how we want to look at our legacy in God give us a long life. Yeah. But if you grow to see your grandchildren,
what kind of grandchildren do you hope to see? Like at least you have a glimpse.
What is your legacy?
Yeah.
Imagine your life and that of your children. I always say to people, I'm an entrepreneur. Yeah. So I look at everything like an organization that I want to grow. Yeah. You see what I mean? Yeah. So if this is my organization, if one part of it is rotting, this is family, so I can't throw it away. Yeah. As opposed to my company where I can say, okay, that's not bringing so much money. How can we bring it up? Yeah, or how can we sideline it? How can we put it down? Yes. You know what I mean? Yeah? But anyway, on that note, because we are allowing our children to think about keeping up with the Joneses, when we come back, we are going to talk about exactly that. How is it affecting us? How is it affecting our children? Eh?
Why are we allowing it?
Exactly.
What's pushing us to that? Like we have to be like,
like Kama sina, mimi siko. Why?
Yes.
Let us ask ourselves. Let us join in the conversation. Let us listen to some tunes. Twende kazi.
Lego.
Woi. Nani amesikia Otongolo time?
Otongolo time.
Otongolo time. Hey, Christina Bolo, my cousin. Hey, don't worry. It is the proverbial roof. it was a virtual roof. So basically, for those who have just joined us, so it's literally, we woke up this morning and we were locked out of all our platforms.
Imagine.
Which means we couldn't go live on our usual Facebook page.
Yep.
Hence the new page. So please follow this page. Yep. And once we figure out what's going on with the other one, we can merge them. And then it will be business as usual. But for today, thank you so much for all of you who have joined us here. Please share, like.
I'm seeing familiar names.
Start watch parties.
Yes.
Christina Molo, Liz Njoroge, Fabricius.
Gloria Nazidi Kuiva Moja. Top fan 001. Like this. And then we have Khalid Ali Joho. We have Mike Shamir and Kisha Komolo. Thank you very much.
Do you think that is Governor 001? Do you think it is him?
Me, I choose to believe it's
Akamimi.
Karibu sana Governor, Karibu sana Julie, Karibu sana Gloria, Karibu sana Mike, Karibuni sana.
Karibuni sana, Mr. Mike Shamia himself.
Yeah. Invite everyone, tag a friend, host a watch party.
Guys, remember we're here on Monday,
Wednesday,
and Friday. On Mondays, we talk about relationships, and this is anything from your relationship with your children, with work, anything that affects. We're all about mental well-being.
Yes.
So anything that affects your mental well-being as a person, we will touch on.
Yes.
If you have any topics that you want us to talk about, kindly get in touch.
Comment section.
Yeah?
Comment section.
We are not afraid to talk about it.
Yeah? And Wednesdays, what do you talk about?
On Wednesdays, we talk about business and again, well-being, wellness.
Yes.
Yeah?
We're all about wellness.
We're all about wellness here. Yeah? Exactly. So basically, you've got on the screen currently showing, or will be showing in a few seconds because there's always a lag. You've got all our handles. Please follow, share, help us to grow. Here at Galactic Productions, we're looking to nurture talent. DJs, MCs, comedians, producers.
Any artistic side of you.
If you've got dancers, we've got green screens, we've got white screens, we've got lights, we
have a dance
drones. Like if you want to shoot a video, if you want to shoot a photo shoot, come see what we've got.
We've posted on the page as well.
Yes, on the other page, but we'll post them on this page too. Just in case we've had some professional espionage. Yeah? But anyway, back to our topic of the day.
Moving on swiftly.
Yeah?
Parenting.
Today we were talking about parenting, and we talked about our children wanting things because other children have them. Where are they getting this from? Is it because we are constantly buying things because other people have them?
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. And where did we get this from? And do we really want to perpetuate this culture?
This culture. It's unnecessary if you ask me. Yeah. Because our children don't listen to what we say.
Yes.
They do what we do.
100%.
They do what we do. Because you're there, fine. You have an old rickety car. Yeah. But you still have a car. Like you can go to point A to point B. You can drop your kids to school. You can go shopping. You can go wherever.
That's it.
You have a mode of transport.
Yes.
But the neighbor has the latest V8. Yeah. And you're here drooling and rolling eyes and just being difficult for nothing. Yeah. And you make comments and your children are there.
Yeah.
They listen.
They hear. Yeah.
They listen to what you're saying, and the next time you'll hear them throw something familiar, they'll be like, Mom, Nani has a new bike. I want a bike like that one. Ama, you go to the supermarket the next time and then they see something and then they're like, I want this one because Nani has like this one. Ama, I want this one because it's better than Nani's. Yeah, I want to have better. A ball is a ball. Yeah. I could, boss, me, I think I could go the extent. Make one out of paper bag. Remember those things you used to make when we were kids? Yeah. When you get paper bags and stash.
Make a ball.
Man, you'll be like,
a ball. Yeah.
Enjoy.
Again, what we were saying before from this study from prageru.com. Yes. It's prageru.com. Check it out. John Rosemond. He's got some really good points about us creating a vitamin N deficiency. Let us say no more to our children. Let us say no more to ourselves.
Yes. Yeah.
Do I want this thing or do I need this thing?
Do I need it? Yes.
Especially as parents or potential parents or people who are in charge of children. Yes. Do I want this thing or do I need
this thing? Yes.
You know? Yeah. And also, for me, I think a note that we will talk about maybe more, we will explore this more next Monday, which is this toxicity of saying, you're a boy, don't cry. Yeah?
Baba, cry.
Cry.
It's okay.
Ikikuma.
Right.
Lia nani.
Aye. Because you'll end up bottling all that emotion,
and it comes out in other places.
Yes, it comes out in other places. So which ends up even being worse than you just
crying. But we're going to explore this more next Monday. Because this then leads into toxic friendships, one-sided relationships. Yes. Because you don't know how to balance yourself as a human. You know? And you were saying the other day about childhood and the inner child, dealing with the inner child.
That's the other thing. Yeah. I feel like that's the other thing that makes us raise our children the way we are raising them. Yeah. Because one, we don't even know, we've not dealt with our inner child. Yeah. So like most times you'd find that since I wasn't given this, you feel like I want that. Yeah. So you're still down there. You're still like 4, 5 years old.
Yeah.
And maybe you're told no, or maybe you're not told no enough. Yeah. And you're still in that mode.
We're repeating behaviors.
Yes, we're repeating behaviors.
Yeah.
So you can imagine when you're being rebellious, you don't know how to deal with the emotions.
Yeah.
Maybe you weren't taught, or maybe you weren't allowed to deal with the emotions then.
Yes.
You'll find that some of it comes out now.
Yeah.
Your age now, I'm in my 30s. You can imagine now, I start throwing tantrums now.
Yeah.
And literally, you look at me and you're like, guy, how old are you again?
Exactly.
See? And it's not me.
Yes.
It's that child who's coming out because they're like, every time it's always this, it's always this, it's always this. Why are you always doing this to me?
Yeah.
It's that child who's coming out. And maybe you'd find that, well, as well, guys, it's not too late to start that thing that you wanted to start. Yeah.
Let go of all that stuff. But then we are going to talk more about this on Monday, next Monday. These are some of the topics that we're going to explore. Like literally just creating children who can't deal with their emotions, because we are not teaching them to deal with their emotions. Yeah. We're not teaching them that it's okay for you to, even when you're broken, seek help later on in life. So therefore, we can't teach our children that which we don't have. Yeah. But those are topics that we're going to explore on Monday. Next Monday. Yes. So
you guys were lovely. Thank you. It was a bit short notice.
Yes.
We moved you araka.
Yeah, but please share this page, because we don't know how long it's going to take us to sort out everything that we need to sort out on the Facebook front or on our other platforms. So for now, please share. Please join us again on Wednesday morning, where we will be having some. We're going to be dealing with our business, your business, others' business.
We're going to make others' business and your business.
But in the meantime, please let us say no, not only to our children, but to other people,
to ourselves as well,
to ourselves and to other people who needs to be told no. Let us not keep suffering from
You'll only be a villain for
vitamin N deficiency.
Yes. Usinyime watu hii vitamin because it's just
Exactly.
It's going to help in the future.
100%.
So be a villain for 1 second. Trust me, for the other 58, you'll be a hero.
Yes.
You'll be a hero. So
wait.
1 second, 58 seconds.
Yani kuna tu watu wengine.
I was taught to use my hands to speak when the words refuse. Sign language.
Anyway, guys, again, to my cousin Christine Omolo, it was the proverbial roof.
It's not a roof.
It was not a roof. The roof on the house is still standing.
It's the Facebook
and it's
house
not
roof.
On fire. The roof is on fire.
Yeah, but you guys are special. Thank you so much.
Thank you all so much.
You guys are brilliant. You've been with us since day one.
Yes.
And tuendelee tu. Like we keep doing this because of you people. Because if you are not here, this has no point.
And it's been real people. It's that show from Galactic Productions with her herself.
And me myself, Afro-Fab.
And me myself, Naita Tieno.
Yes.
And thank you so much for joining us. And we will see you all again on Wednesday. And then again 9 on Friday for the Makasiriko edition of that show. Everything and anything about everything.
That's the day we'll talk about our roof when we find
exactly.
where it went to.
Tukijua pale roof ilienda. Tukijua kama ni nani tutawaambia on Friday.
Tutakuja nayo tuweke hapa tuambie we found the one.
All right, guys. Again, put it out there. We're putting it out there. We're looking for some female talent, female DJs, female MCs, female producers, female everything. Yes.
Child is welcome here.
We are welcoming you.
Call your sisters as well. Come with your sisters.
Kuja na sister yako. Kuja na best yako lele. Mmoja anajiweza.
Come with your girlfriend na.
Haya, kwaherini sana, tunawapenda nyote and peace out. Naita Tieno out.
Afro-Fab Inji.